What's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we're continuing my 2021 year-end top 10s as I wrap up my last division and my best division in boxing, the heavyweights, and my favorite division in boxing. Today we're going to look at my code number 10 heavyweight in the world right now, former world title challenger Dereck Chisora. I had to show Chisora some love because, you know, he wasn't ranked coming into this year, but he was right on the verge. Chisora is a gatekeeper, a glorified gatekeeper, but a dangerous one. And this guy, just the last few years alone, has put on so many good performances in defeat that you had to show him some love. And heading into this year, or into 2021, he was coming off of another loss, but to Alexander Usyk, and he really gave Usyk hell in that fight. He fought him hard. You know, you can very much argue that he very well could have won more rounds than Anthony Joshua did against Alexander Usyk. You know, and you could argue that he gave Usyk a tougher challenge. So, you know, based on that, and then once Usyk defeated Anthony Joshua, the stock of Dereck Chisora went through the roof. But Dereck Chisora continued to raise the stock on his own. In May, he challenged Joseph Parker in a big-time heavyweight showdown right here. And most people, myself included, thought Parker would just cleanly outbox him and the fight wouldn't be close. But Chisora, I don't know if Parker was overlooking Chisora or not, but Chisora went out there and just looked great against Joseph Parker. He threw a lot of punches, landed a lot of shots. It was a really good back-and-forth fight. I felt like Parker outworked him, but Chisora definitely was in the fight and was making the rounds close. And when the judges came back with their scorecard, Joseph Parker sneaked by Dereck Chisora by a split decision. And, you know, that was his second consecutive loss. And you would think, hey, you know, that's it. But no, Chisora wanted more. So in December, Parker and Chisora was on again, part 2. And, you know, it was another big fight. And this time, many people, myself included, felt Joseph Parker was going to cleanly outbox Dereck Chisora this time. And you know, and it was he'd be walking away. He wasn't going to overlook him. And for the first half of the fight, it was pretty much that. You know, Chisora had his moments, but Parker was in control, was dominating the action. And in the, I believe it was the 6th or 7th round, he landed a wicked uppercut that put Dereck Chisora down, and everybody was, wow, it's going to be over. Parker's going to knock out Chisora and end his career. And Chisora, with the heart of a lion, stormed back in the second half of the fight, put pressure on Parker, landed shots, won rounds, and it was a good, hard-fought performance from Chisora in the second half of the fight. He would lose a clean, unanimous decision this time, but the fact that he finished the fight after being hurt and came back and won some rounds and really threw his heart out there, I applaud Dereck Chisora. I'm not sure if he should retire or not, because I think he still has the opportunity to make good money, because he is, again, a very good gatekeeper. You know, I've been saying that for a couple years, but man, you know, you're really going to have to fight hard to beat him. You're really going to have to dig deep to beat this guy. But he's an attractive fight. He fights, you know, he's one of those guys that comes at you, so he's hittable. There's, you know, as we saw with the Dillian White fight and with others, it's not impossible to knock him out. So, you know, so he is an attractive fight to take. He's not likely to outbox you if you're a boxer. So, you know, but will guys sign on the dotted line to take him on, you know, and try to pick their career up? That's the big question. And, you know, he's continuing to fight. He is not going to back down. He's 38 years old now, but he's still got the, you know, the taste for it. And he definitely has the punch. He's 32-12 with 23 knockouts. And right now his highest ranking is number 12 by the WBC. So we're not likely going to see Chisora in a title fight in 2022. But I think it's very likely that he's going to take on guys who are trying to make a name for themselves and move up the ladder. So we'll see what happens. But Dereck Chisora, 3 losses in a row, is still good enough to be tied for a position in the top 10 in the best division in boxing. So that should say something to you about how good the heavyweights are. That's it. That's what I got on my code number 10, former world title challenger Dereck Chisora. as my 2021 year-end top 10s continue. I hope you enjoyed this. True Boxing, you've been hit with the truth.